Hello everyone, my name is Amy Kabia. My presentation today covers topics 55, 56, and 57 from Part 6, Qualitative Research Design, and Part 7, Designing Experimental Research from the book Understanding Research Methods, 10th edition by Mildred L. Patton and Michelle Newhart. Topic 55 covers pre-experimental designs. Topic 56 covers quasi-experimental designs. And lastly, topic 57 covers confounding in experiments. Topic 55, pre-experimental designs. Pre-experimental designs have all the elements of an experimental design but lack the necessary requirements to be a quasi-experimental design. Such requirements include pre-test, post-test, and control group. Pre-experimental designs also have poor internal validity that causes them to have limited value when investigating cause and effect relationships. There are three types of pre-experimental designs: one-group pre-test, post-test design, one-shot case study, static group comparison design. Although pre-experimental designs are limited in investigating cause and effect relationships, they are sometimes used in preliminary pilot studies. In this case, the researcher's goal is to try out potential treatments and measuring tools to learn more about their acceptability and accuracy, not to obtain definitive information on causal relationships. The one-group pre-test, post-test design implements a pre-test, treatment, and post-test. Changes from pre-test to post-test may be attributable to history, maturation, instrumentation, testing, and statistical regression. The researcher's goal is to determine if the treatment caused any changes. The interpretation of pre-test to post-test change is confounded by multiple explanations. The one-shot case study implements a treatment and a post-test. A teacher giving a lecture and then giving a test at the end is like a one-shot case study. One-shot case studies fail to accurately determine if the treatment was effective, though, because they fail to gauge where the participant was before the study started, which would be done with a pretest. The static group comparison design consists of two groups. However, participants are not assigned randomly. Threat to internal validity is an obvious problem because the researcher cannot be sure that the participants are initially all the same. Without the use of a pretest, there's no way to know if the two groups were similar at the beginning of the experiment. The experimental group may have been superior from the beginning. Quasi-experimental designs. Topic 56. Sometimes it is not possible to assign participants at random. In these situations, quasi-experimental designs should be used rather than pre-experimental designs. There are two types of quasi-experimental design: non-equivalent control group design and equivalent time samples design. Non-equivalent control group design. This type of design is susceptible to threats of mortality, selection, interaction of selection, and history. Participants are not randomly assigned. Researchers often use matching, which increases validity. Paired matching may not be matched on all relevant variables. Equivalent time samples design. This type of design has only one group and possibly only one participant. Treatment conditions are alternated. This is preferably on a random basis. Experimental participants and control participants are the same individuals, thus identical at the start of the experiment. This is a substantial advantage. Possibility of multiple treatment interferences due to participants already being exposed to and possibly changed by experimental treatment is a disadvantage. However, giving the treatments repeatedly can strengthen internal validity. Topic 57, confounding in experiments. Patton and Newhart explain, in experimental research, a confound is an extra variable that creates confusion regarding the explanation for a given difference. Types of confounding are the Hawthorne effect, the John Henry effect, the placebo effect, and demand characteristics. The Hawthorne effect. This is also often thought of as the attention effect. Discovered in a series of industrial psychology studies at the Hawthorne plant of Western Electric, they demonstrated that worker productivity went up when lighting was increased. Productivity also went up when lighting was decreased. This overall demonstrated that workers did not actually respond to the changes in lighting, but to the attention given to them by researchers. To account for this effect, researchers can use three groups. This includes an experimental group, a control group that receives attention, and a control group that does not receive attention. The John Henry effect. The John Henry effect was named after who Patton and Newhart call the prodigiously hardworking 19th century folk hero, John Henry. The control group may become aware it was not selected to be in the group receiving treatment, therefore it deems itself inferior and tries to outperform the experimental group. To offset this effect, it is important for researchers to try to conceal which participants are in the experimental group and which are in the control group. The placebo effect. The placebo effect is defined by Patton and Newhart as refers to the well-established tendency of individuals to improve, or at least perceive that they are improving, simply because they know they are being treated. To counter this effect, researchers give participants in the control group an inactive placebo, often medication, that resembles the treatment, while administering the treatment to the experimental group. Differences in the effects between the two groups will indicate how much more effective the treatment is than the placebo effect. Demand characteristics. Patton and Newhart explain that demand characteristics are a cue that lets participants know the expected outcome of an experiment. This may be an issue if participants try to act or report in a manner that they believe is to be expected. For this reason, researchers should try not to reveal what their expectations are. All slides in this presentation are in reference to Understanding Research Methods, 10th edition, by M. L. Patton and M. Newhart. Thank you.